Hi and welcome to Take Time to Create. My name is Linda and this is where we take time out of our everyday lives to create new and wonderful things. So today we're going to make a junk journal, and it's a Las Vegas junk journal, and we're going on vacation there in a few months, actually quite a few months. But I'm just so excited for our little vacation that we're taking that I thought I would, plan ahead and get my junk journal started. This is part one, and then when we get back, I will show you in video how I put all of my postcards and souvenirs and all those good things that I get from Vegas, and I will do that for you guys as well. So let's get to creating the junk journal. So we're going to create an art journal today, and I have this old textbook, and it is Design of Machine Elements. It's got some really great pages in it, and it was copyrighted in the first edition, 1934. This is 1955. So what I did is I actually cut the inside out. So we're just taking out this because I want to be able to use these papers for later. They are really fabulous, really great drawings. Anyway, so we're going to save this and I'll just put it in my stash. The first step we're going to do is we are going to create a cover, and we're going to put fabric on the outside. And this is where I'm going to use this purple Elvis fabric. If you saw my my latest low buy, giving you guys an update on that, you will have noticed that I picked up this fabric. I know, this Elvis fabric. It is fabulous. I love it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put fabric on each of the cover and the back cover like this. Then I'm going to use something else to cover the spine because it is falling apart. This poor book has been through the ringer. It was a college textbook. It was my father-in-law's college textbook, so yeah, it's pretty great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just cut just enough, and I actually have I'm just going to cut through one layer. You want to make sure your Elvis heads or whatever you're doing is lined up so that he's going to be facing up and down. I don't want him to be tip side to side. All right, so let me cut out the fabric. All right, so we're going to do this, and we've got plenty of extra to hang over that we can wrap it nicely. And we've got Elvis, purple Elvis faces. I love them. So we're going to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. So what I did is I unscrewed the top because I want a little bit more to come out. And I have a silicone spreader here, and I'm just gonna put a dollop on. And I'm gonna spread it all over. I wanna get a nice thin layer over the whole book. That way everything is stuck down. I stick a little map under there so I can ooze over the sides. You want a nice thin layer all the way to the edges. Now I know there's a bunch of different ways to do one of these junk journals online, but as you all know, we each do it our own way, and it might be a little different than others. Now I'm going to take my Elvis fabric, line up the edge. Now I know I will be covering up a lot of the edge coming up when I do the spine here, but you still want to line it up nicely. And you want to smooth it out. And I have a brayer here, and I'm just going to roll it and make sure it's all nice and flat. I really want to make sure this is adhered really well. Just like that. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. All right, so for the innards, what we want to do, I'm going to trim it just a little bit. And we're going to wrap it around. Now I am going to cover this as well. I'm going to cover it with some paper, but before we do that, we want to wrap the edges and make it look really good. Okay, and we're going to cut the corner, and we're going to put some glue down on the edge. Don't need as much. You mean to, put a little bit on, and pull it up and smooth it out. You want to have it nice and taut. Pull it up and smooth it out, and do that on the other side as well. All right, so for the spine, I have this glitter paper from the Dollar Tree, and it's actually a sticker paper, but I don't think it's going to be enough adhesive, so I am going to use some Aleene's Tacky Glue to really make sure it stays down. All right, so what I want to do is measure how wide I want it. And I want it to go, move my scissors. I want it to go a little bit, so the spine is, from edge to edge, you know, where I have my fabric, it's 1.5. So I'm gonna go double that. I'm going to go 3 inches. You know, if I do 3.5, 3.5 seems better. So I'm gonna go 3.5 inches. So I will just cut this. I'm going to use the whole length because I can always trim that later and I'll wrap it around. So we're gonna go 3.5 inches wide. And you wanna make sure this is accurate because this is going to be on the outside. So you want this to look really good. All right, pull the backing off and line it up. And I'm using the heads to kind of line it up so that I can kind of get it straight, which is nice that I've got a fabric that does have, you know, it shows me that it's lined up like this. The little Elvis heads. All right, really adhere it down. And then we're gonna flip it over. And there we go. Cool, all right, very nice, okay. So now let's make sure it folds, it bends. Oh, look how cute that is. All right. So we have the beginning of our Vegas junk journal. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. All right, so now what I want to do is do the inside. And then I'm going to work on the pages that will go inside. But first, let's see here. Let's just do, I'm going to do purple here again. I'm going to put glue in the middle there so that it really adheres down. And then I'm going to do something different for the pages right here. I'm going to do a different paper because we're going to Vegas. So everything can be shiny and no limit on how much glitter. And we're just going to really play up the awesome Vegasness of the Vegasness. I don't know. You know what I mean. Now I'm putting something in the middle here just in case when I put my pages in, it shows. So I want to just double make sure that it's covered and that none of the original book is showing. So that's why I'm doing this. And there we go. All right, so now we want to do the edges. So I have this really fabulous holographic paper. It is absolutely perfect. And this is what I will put here. And once again, this is really great because I can cut straight because the paper already shows that, you know, where it's going. All right, so I have the 2 holographic panels and I'm just going to use some gloss gel rather than the tacky glue just because it's paper and so it doesn't need such a heavy glue, just a little layer. Make sure you go all the way to the edges and we want to get all the way to the edge here. All right, this is gonna be so cool. And this will just seal in all of those edges from the glitter paper, from the fabric as well. So I'll just seal everything in. And then I have my holographic paper, line it up, make it nice and even. So you wanna make sure you are far enough over. There we go. It was a little too close over there. And brayer it on down so it's really nice and secure. And then you go ahead and do the other side just like that. Yep, really secure it down. All right, so the book is now ready to have some letters put on the front. So I have these Once Upon a Time chipboard alphabet shapes. It's a gold alphabet. I got it on clearance years ago, and I have a few letters left. So I'm going to spell out Vegas 2019 on the cover. All right. So let me line them up. The letters are kind of big, so I have to stagger them a little bit to get them to really fit. I don't want it on the binding here where it bends. So I'm just kind of staggering them up and down, just like that. And the 2019 can just stay like that. And I'm going to hot glue them on. Okay, just like that. This is Vegas 2019. All right, so now it's time to get our papers going and we will adhere those on the inside. So let me grab what I'm going to put on the inside and we'll get started. Since I'm going to Vegas, I need to have shiny papers on the inside. So what I have are these glitter papers from the Dollar Tree and I use them on the book. I used on the spine here. And I have the holographic that came from the Dollar Tree as well. What I'm going to do, these are sticker papers actually, so I'm going to peel off the back. And what I'm going to do is actually stick the holographic onto the glitter paper. And I'm going to do that for a few sheets. The sticker paper, the backing is pretty thick, so it doesn't, you know, peel halfway. So, all right. And then we're just going to line it up. And this is Dollar Tree paper, so of course it's not going to line up perfectly. So I'm going to trim this, and I'm going to do it for a few others. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pages out of this tour book, and it came from the AAA, and I'm a member of the AAA, so I get it for free. And I might take out some pages. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use in here. You know, they got some pull-out inserts, which is great. Actually, we're staying at the Hard Rock Hotel. My husband is so thrilled. He cannot wait to stay in the Hard Rock Hotel. He loves music. He's a musician. And so we're just going to use this in our junk journal. It's going to be perfect. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely perfect. So I'll have to figure out the best way to glue that in. And I'm also going to cut up some maps to fit the book as well. I have Nevada and Utah, and I have Las Vegas, Nevada. Probably I'll use more of the Las Vegas, and I will just cut these to size to fit in the book. So you'll see that as I speed up things. And I also have some other papers that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to start folding things. I have some regular just paper. I have some music sheets, and I have some hot buy paper, and this is kind of cool because it'll be color on one side and then white on the other. And I also have gold and silver versions of this one. It's gold foil, and I have silver foil as well, more music sheets. So I'm just going to kind of play with it, fold up things and stick them in the book to kind of see how big it gets. So yeah, well, like this one, for instance, we'll just start sticking things in, and yeah, we'll just go from there. Let's see how it goes. Now, I'm only there for a few days, so I don't need a ton of papers, but I do need to make it fill out a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of see how it all goes and fill it out as much as I need to, but I tend to save everything. So I will have a lot to stick in there. Alright, so I have all of my pages on the inside done. I only have 10 folded sheets, and that's just because I'm not going to be there very long in Vegas, and so I didn't want too many. And so I have this that's from the AAA book, some music, holographic and glitter. And this is just one of the pages from the Hot Buys, and I really liked it. Wild and free, listen to your heart, really great quotes. White on the inside, so lots of blank space. Map, just great. And then this is kind of like a marble swirl, and it is blanked on the inside. Holographic and glitter. Enjoy the little things. This is another one of the Hot Buys, white on the inside. Some more music, and I think it's, yep, both sides, and another map. So that is what I have. Now what you want to do is fold them all individually. We're not nesting them inside of each other. And I'm going to kind of line them all up, and you want all of the spines lined up like this, and then we're going to hot glue it in the center. So have it all ready, and I'm just putting a binder clip on it, not to leave it like this, but I want to keep it this way so that when I get my hot glue out, and you want to put a good enough amount on here that it'll hold everything. And you press all your inserts in, and you want to let it completely cool before you mess with it. And there we go. That's it. I have a junk journal for my Vegas trip, and like I said earlier, I will fill it all in when I get back so you can see what I put inside. and all of that good stuff.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this junk journal for Las Vegas, and this will work for any place that you travel to or just any junk journal that you want to do. If you want to follow me on my social medias, I have 2 Instagrams. I have Linda's Journey 78, which is my personal Instagram, and I have Take Time to Create, which is all my crafty goodies. I also have a Facebook and my blog, and all of the links are in the description box down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.